Oh my dear God, this year has been off to a phenomenal start. I feel like every fucking like production team ever made a pact to try to make the worst possible fucking movie imaginable because holy fuck is the competition stiff at this point. We're only 3 months into the fucking year and it's a heavy list for the worst fucking movie of the year. It's like movies keep one upping each other like with dog shittery and everything like at the very least, you could give it to them because each and every single one of these garbage ass fucking movies that have come out this year, each and every single one of them have like a uniqueness to it. You know what I'm saying? It has a unique level of shittery. Like maybe horrible CGI, maybe it's just a horrible fucking script, horrible acting, or maybe all of them at once. And that's this movie. Like this movie is quite literally the definition of dog shit. Nothing works for it. Literally nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. It's just fucking trash and a waste of fucking time. And to be fair, I had no fucking idea this movie was nearly 2 hours long. There was a point in the movie where I was like, what the actual, like, the movie's not done? And then when it ended, I'm like, that's it? Like, that's how it ended? Like, it's just disastrous. Now, this is the type of movie that I don't really like to talk shit about, right? Because apoya lo local, like it's a movie from my island, made by my people. But even my friend worked in this movie, and even he said this is the worst thing he's ever done. He's not even putting this in his portfolio. He's like erasing it from anything he's his entire resume. And if the workers say this movie's trash, the movie is abysmal, right? They were a little bit too light with it. But there's a different type of conversation that I would like to have when it comes to like the movie and why was it created and what the fuck actually is the purpose of it. But I kind of want to, like, I don't want you to see this movie. By no means, don't fucking watch the shit. So I'm just going to try to summarize the entire movie for you, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried explaining the movie, and I've been struggling for the past 5 minutes to explain this movie and make it sound something entertaining. Like me saying it, like just trying to make it sound interesting and everything, is that is fucking boring and snooze fest. Like imagine watching it. I can't really explain to you the movie. It's just a big fucking pork that kills people with horrible CGI, horrible acting, horrible editing, the worst transitions imaginable, the worst sound design I've ever fucking heard in my life. My ears were fucking bleeding. And with a story that makes no sense from beginning to end and somehow ends on a cliffhanger. That's all you need to know about this movie, and that's why you should not watch this movie. Okay, let's just say that I cannot summarize this movie and make it interesting because it's not a fun movie to watch or hear or fucking even. There's something else I want to talk about when it comes to this shit, and that is something that was foreshadowed twice. Actually, these are the only two compliments I can give this movie, though not many people are going to listen to them because I'm not gonna lie to you, not many people are going to go to a fucking theater, pay $9 to watch this pile of fucking garbage. I'm the only idiot that fucking did that. Not really. There was like a couple other people there, but I'm telling you right now, everybody in that theater was high as shit. Everybody, not me, because I don't do that shit, but everybody on that fucking theater was high as shit. Like facts. Everyone was laughing at the stupidest shit possible. And honestly, if you watch this movie high, maybe there's like a 2% chance you would enjoy it, but that 2% doesn't correlate to it being good at all. It's still going to be a garbage movie. The foreshadowing I was talking about was, first, there's this reporter girl that just graduated from college, right? And she's trying to find a job and she can't get this job, and because she needs the experience. And that's something a lot of us college graduates go through, and it's very meta for the island itself because everything just asks for experience. Nobody wants to give experience. Nobody wants to trust a person that fucking spent 4 years in college studying a subject, which is something that we struggle with a lot, especially with my people. I mean, like, imagine my friends that study cinematography had to do a pile of shit. They had to waste their time recording with this fucking movie just so they can have some sort of experience so they can add it to their fucking resume. For God forbid they add this movie to their resume, but man, God bless them, so they can actually get a job. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Why not just believe? Like, a lot of, at least what I studied in college, I worked with them in a couple projects, and I feel like already college work should be considered experience itself. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is with, corp owners and all that stuff not believing in the art, but that's another thing that I would like to talk about that was foreshadowed in the art. At some point in the movie, this has to do with the reporter girl. There was like this news star, right? This girl that owned the show or whatever, and she needed footage from the pork from Chona. And there's this guy that walks into the studio, right, where she is like, telling everyone to go find footage of Chona. And he goes in and he's like, hey, he's trying to like pitch a movie. He's like, oh, this movie is very artistic. It has good meaning. It's just going to be a very beautiful movie. And then this is a foreshadow to why this movie was created in the first place. She goes, bro, nobody cares about art. Nobody cares about meaning. We just want to see a fucking massive pig killing people. And that's a foreshadow that is very existent. But at the same time, it's unnecessary because you don't need to make a movie this fucking bad to shit on it in the same movie. Like, if you know a movie is trash and you're creating a movie that's trash, why even make it in the first place? Yeah, you don't need to foreshadow something in the same movie. You know what I'm saying? Because you're shit talking yourself. I don't think there's a single person that worked in this movie, not actresses, not even the fucking director that watches this movie on theater while fucking Dune Part 2 is right beside you and go, yeah, this shit was worth this shit gonna get us somewhere. Like, no. Where I'm going with this is like, I feel like we should give other people chances to explore. And when I mean other people, I mean students. Because, like I said, this is not a movie that's worth my time even fucking shit talking it, even though I've already shit talked it for like 6 minutes. But at the same time, I feel like we should I'm speaking in English and I have more of a United States and like foreign demographic on my channel and whatnot. But at the same time, it's good to know that like there's actually a lot of talent in this island, especially cinematography wise, and to see it go to waste because they never get chances and piles of shit like this get produced and released in theaters, it's just absurd. And it honestly, more than anything, it just pisses me off, right? I love movies. I try to watch as many movies as I can on the theater, and in fact, I like supporting productions from my island, right? Because I would like to see us become an international cinema group, whatever you want to call it. But I just don't see it happening if we keep pushing shit like this. Like, it's just very generic comedy with horrible editing and like no effort at all. It's just the most basic script and nobody even tries. Like, there's just, again, like I said, nobody's even trying to make this movie good. Not acting wise, not editing, not in sound design, not in visual effects. Absolutely fucking nothing. Everything is on the fucking ground. It's like, this is literally just like a high school project. I don't even think college students can make something to this level or worse than this piece of shit. This is by far one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's hard for me to say that as a movie that was produced here by people here, and in fact my friends worked in this movie, and the fact that I'm shitting on it is absurd. But then again, they gave me the pass because they actually were shitting on it before. They literally told me don't watch the movie, and I still did, and I fucking regret it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope the people here, like, why can't fucking Bad Bunny invest on a good production team? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if that motherfucker, like, we have so many massive fucking artists, so many fucking millionaires and billionaires. Why can't they invest on a good production team for cinema? Like, there's so much talent in this island and so much talent that can't come off this island. And yet they're all like in a capsule because they don't get to shine ever, because they rather push out shit like this than actual artistical stuff that can win awards. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, it is what it is. Like, it just kind of upsets me to see movies like this get pushed out and people that actually have good ideas that they pitch, be stepped on so they can push policy shit like this out. Like it really just upsets me and it kind of pisses me off, quite a bit because you know even in the island they don't appreciate art. People in this island, they just don't appreciate art. They just want to see the most generic, most bland level shit, and they will enjoy it. It is what it is, but I do see in the future that somehow we will manage to actually create some things original and really good. We just hope it gets some of these people invest on the island actually. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this movie being unanimously the worst movie of the year. Worse than Madame Web, yes, believe it or not. But then again, Madame Web had a higher budget, which is obviously going to, statistically wise, Madame Web is significantly the worst movie because of the higher budget. But as a movie that was released on theaters, yeah, this is by far the worst movie of the year, and in fact, the worst movie of the decade. So if by some act of God this movie is in your theater, do not watch it. And yeah.